With the release of OpenAI, artificial intelligence is becoming a lot more accessible to everyone. Whether you like it or not, it's here. And as a content creator, you might be wondering a few things. Is it just a bunch of hype? Is it going to take my job? Is it safe? How can I use it in my workflow? Today, we will be diving into a few of these questions and showcasing some examples, all to find out how AI can impact you as a content creator. One of the most interesting things I've seen is the use of AI for script writing. If you're new here, on my channel, I do a lot of lighting tutorials. So I decided to throw this task at ChatGPT, a free AI text generator. I simply entered the prompt and in seconds it generated this video script. What you are about to watch is a tutorial script written entirely by artificial intelligence. Lighting is a crucial aspect of any video production as it can greatly impact the look and feel of the final product. Here are some tips for lighting your YouTube videos. 1. Choose the right lighting setup. There are several options to choose from, including natural light, continuous light, and strobe light. Each has its own benefits and drawbacks, so choose the one that best fits your needs. 2. Use a 3-point lighting setup. This is a common lighting setup that consists of a key light, a fill light, and a backlight. The key light is the main source of light and is typically placed in front of the subject. The fill light is used to soften the shadows created by the key light and is placed on the opposite side of the subject. The backlight is used to separate the subject from the background and is placed behind the subject. 3. Pay attention to color temperature. Different light sources have different color temperatures, which can affect the overall look of your video. For example, warm light sources like incandescent bulbs can give a cozy, warm feeling, while cool light sources like fluorescent bulbs can give a more clinical, cool feeling. 4. Experiment with reflections. Reflectors can be used to bounce light back onto the subject and fill in shadows. They can be placed on either side of the subject to create a more balanced look. By following these tips, you can achieve professional-looking lighting in your YouTube videos. So yeah, that was completely generated by AI. And that's a bit crazy, even a little bit scary to think about. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Nanlite for sending over those awesome tube lights. Those are the tube lights I used in that video example. I've been testing them out and they're super cool. I'll link them in the description below if you're interested in checking them out. Sorry, I get a little bit distracted by awesome lighting gear. Okay, back to it. So as cool as it is, the script it generated is not entirely accurate. For one, strobe is technically a term for photography lighting, not video. It is essentially a single flash of light used to capture a still photo. It seems the AI pulled information on lighting from both photo and video techniques, though it said it was just for video. And this brings me to one of the concerns I have about AI. With how easy it is for a tool like ChatGPT to create a video script, I think there could be a flood of people who potentially abuse it by not checking the facts. We have been living in the information age, and I'm afraid that AI may be pushing us into the misinformation age. As a content creator, you should be very thorough in checking any scripts generated by AI. And as a content consumer, you should be very thorough in fact-checking any of the information presented to you online. But when used properly, I think we should view AI as a tool. I think that as creators, we need to learn to dive in and start utilizing AI to help enhance our workflows, generate ideas, get inspiration, and even leverage assets created by AI in our projects. In its simplest form, I think of it kind of like the calculator. Before the calculator existed, everyone had to do math in their head and by hand. When the calculator was invented, suddenly we could do a ton of complex math equations quickly with the help of a computer. To the point that when I was in school, certain classes actually required you to have a calculator to even take the class. I think AI could be heading that direction over time. The best way we can approach it right now is to start treating it like a tool. And as with any tool, you are in control of it. It is not in control of you. I would encourage you to start experimenting with how you might be able to use it to help you become more productive and to take care of some of the heavy lifting. For example, one of my YouTube video scripts typically takes me about 30 minutes to an hour to write. But if I utilize AI, I could very well cut that time way down and spend less time typing. Or I could use a tool like Lensa to generate some digital assets that I could use in my thumbnail creation process, like I did in this video's thumbnail. It's not entirely AI created, but I did use some of the assets AI created in the process. You can use AI for a ton of different tasks as a creator. And this is where I want to take a moment to tell you about the sponsor of today's video, which is actually an AI tool that I've been using for a while here on the channel. vidIQ is a tool designed to boost your views. And with their powerful new AI features, you can really start leveling up your efficiency. One of my favorite ways to use vidIQ is with their daily ideas tool. I love to go in and see what type of ideas it will generate. I may not go with every idea word for word, but it can spark new ideas in my head. I also love their AI title generator. It helps me with ideas of how to phrase a title in ways that I just wouldn't have thought of on my own. It's sort of like having a YouTube analytics expert in the room to brainstorm with. In addition to this, it also helps with things like tags, best time to post, strong keywords, and ultimately helps position your video to get discovered. So if you want to check it out, you can use the link down in the description below. And make sure to use code CREATIVE to get a discount. With vidIQ, I spend less time optimizing and more time creating. See, and now I'm using the Nan lights both as a key light and a backlight / rim light. It's really cool how versatile they are. I think it's worth it for us creators to start looking into experimenting with some of these tools like ChatGPT, Lensa, and vidIQ to enhance our productivity. But the big question, will AI replace me and take my job? Well, maybe. It depends. If you completely ignore it and don't learn how to leverage it, it could take your job, because others who do learn how to leverage it could get a lot more efficient and you could end up falling behind. But will AI replace humans? No. AI is only really able to pull from already existing information that it's been fed. It won't be able to spit out a script with your unique perspectives and insights. It's like I say a lot here on this channel, creativity is like a fingerprint. Just like we all have a unique fingerprint, each of us have different backgrounds and perspectives and ways that we approach our content. AI can't include an emotional, transformative story that you went through in your childhood and talk about how it impacted you. Only you can do that, and that is what people resonate with. People are tired of the polish, tired of the fake, tired of the perfect, and are ready to start connecting with real, authentic, purposeful creators who have integrity. I believe God created you for a reason. He didn't have anyone else like you. He made you with your voice, your mind, your heart, and even your quirks. So lean into it. I believe this next year is going to be a pivotal one for creators. The use and abuse of AI is just going to start weeding out the fakers and exposing them. My advice, keep your focus on adding value to your audience. Create with integrity. Focus on helping people. And don't chase perfect, chase personal. In a world of AI, showing up on camera and connecting with your audience is more important than ever. So if you want to learn a few easy ways to start talking in front of the camera with confidence, continue on to this video here. I've placed links and resources in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, stay creative. Peace.